power of sharing appreciation, but meaning it. Like, how powerful do you feel it is? And a key word I said here is meaning it. Because there's a lot of times people are like, hey, you did a good job. And you feel like, you know what? You should have not even just thanked me because it's so bullshit. I didn't feel anything from you. It just pisses me off. I'd rather have you not acknowledge me than someone that says it because you feel, man, you're just checking a damn box here. So for leadership to be genuine in this, what do you see in your path of either appreciations that you got that meant something to you and appreciations you got from somebody that you felt, not buying it. I got the bullshit meters flying up here. Any things you can share with our people in your experience of what it meant to you, or wow, it didn't have an impact on me. So Dave, what are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I think spot on with appreciation in all times, and um, at- I think it first starts with just even yourself being appreciative, And I work from the mentality, as someone told me a long time ago, you change your thoughts of expectation to appreciation, and you'll look at the world a whole lot differently. And if you really think about that, I have often coined and brought up that I'm a little, I'm the very, very optimistic and sometimes a little in la la land. I'm a little too over optimistic. But, if you genuinely look at something and like, hey, instead of expecting that to happen, I'm appreciative of being in this position and the opportunity that this is whatever this is bringing up, as opposed to expecting something to come out of that. And if you live, kind of your life and you lead that way, it then becomes a little bit easier to then show the appreciation as well for feedback,
Hmm.
for mistakes, but also for your team, and anybody you work alongside with or you meet along the way. And boy, it's amazing how far just, hey, man, I appreciate what you did there. Like that was, you stepped up and, that was great. And to your point, Michael, just wholeheartedly meeting it. To me, that's what it's all about. Um, you know, uh, when I look back, it seems like all my history and memories of this type of stuff, lend to to sports. But in team sports or in business, we're very much a team and a family oriented. The three of us and the teams that we're with. Um, you know, to me, sharing success with your teammates is the greatest appreciation you can have. And you know, no matter who was the leader or who hit the shot at the buzzer to win the game, boy, it's a lot of fun to appreciate that we were all in this together. And I appreciate the role you played in that. And let's go celebrate this success together. And whatever that celebration warrants, it's the greatest.
It's very, very, very true. And it is business, I feel is 100% an extension culturally like a sport team, and especially in these times, the importance of that appreciation and being authentic with it and how it can impact you as well as you can impact your team and being consistent with it, because too much of it too, it's like giving everyone a trophy. But if I came in third, why am I getting a first place trophy? Because you're just playing up to my overprotective parents that are forcing you to make me feel I'm just as important. That life isn't like that. Life is about, no, there's going to be a winner, and second place is awesome, but you ain't first. So if you want to be first, what are you going to do to change to be first? And do you appreciate that you even came in second in the achievement you did as well? And that's life. And I think business plays such a big part of that, working together and handling that. Jesse, your thoughts as we close out.
I have a little bit different take on that. I think for me, it goes back to the notion of, are leaders born or are they made? Um, because I really truly believe that it's both. And I think that, if we're talking about appreciating people, you kind of already need to be wired to genuinely care about people. Otherwise, it will always come across as not genuine, and it won't have the same impact that it does with a leader that is truly a person that genuinely cares about other people. And I don't think that people leadership is for everybody. It's not something that a lot that everyone can do. I think there are leaders that can lead process and leaders that can lead people, and then there are people that just should never be leaders, and that's the truth. So
Hmm.
I think in order for you to be genuine about appreciation, you have to be wired that way, and you have to be paying attention again to connecting with your people and knowing what they're really going through personally in their lives as much as you can, and how their output is. So as many people in the organization now know, my team comes together every Wednesday and does a gratitude call. And, that gratitude call is not just about um, switching our mindset to focus on things that we're grateful for instead of the, like David said, the things we should be expecting and that we're not getting. We focus on gratitude, but it's also an opportunity for us to appreciate one another. And I always come away from those calls not realizing, and that's the part that's hard, right? When you're a leader, when someone calls out one team member and then several other people do, I'm like, wow, I didn't even know that that person did that this week. I didn't even know that that was such an impact for everybody else. So just being connected, and hearing it sometimes makes me realize, wow, I should really be appreciating that person even more because I just had no idea how much they were extending themselves, to the rest of the team, in helping out. So I think you need to create opportunities for people to
Hmm.
speak about appreciation, as a leader, and that's one way to maybe wire yourself differently. But you need to be genuinely caring about other people. Otherwise, it doesn't feel real.
Yeah, and I think that majority of people have an incredible sense of when they know it's real versus not. And the power of it, it doesn't have to, you don't have to articulate it in the best words, in the best setting. You don't have to say it with the most, trendy terminology. You know what? You have to say it from your heart.
Yeah.
People will read through it. And even if it's not as, eloquent as the next person, it will resonate an appreciation from authenticity from that person, if it's felt from the heart. And I think that's so important. So, one, it's time you got to get on board here, folks. This is our podcast, and it's getting on board, and it's what can you do to change you. I want to thank Dave and Jesse, for your amazing insight and feedback and honesty. True honesty along the way. And I'm thrilled that the First Service Network picked us up for season 2, so we can pay our rent this month, which is great. But no, we're thrilled to be here in season 2 for our podcast, and leadership, such an important point of view, and so important in it. Don't let the title feel you're a leader. It's you as the person and how you lead. And with that, I want to thank you all. Have a great day and a great evening, and we'll see you soon next.